His name is Mile, featuring Veslius. Back to Me, tune for this we played you, Max Ari. Dipere Kids featuring Delroy Shewe and Silent Ngo. It is the Morning Galaxy right here on Star FM. It's a Thursday, quarter to the weekend, and every Thursday we talk about love with Pastor Simba Woloza. He is the founder and programs coordinator of Strong Bonds Marriage Africa. He's also an author of a book titled The Marriage Handbook and a pastor at Praise City Church. And to talk about marriage, what is marriage? Myths versus meaning. Okay, Pastor Simba, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. My goat is Bruno.
Oh, that's your
Bruno.
goat. Really?
Bruno.
Oh, okay.
I thought I should just make that clear.
Okay, because I was actually about to ask you. So thank you for saying before I had asked. Okay. So, Machitzo, get it back to the basics, to the definition of marriage itself.
I think weekend tinge takarasa vamwe vanhu munzira zvatakutaura zvimwe zvacho vanhu takatovarasa padefinition chaichapo defining what is marriage. I think we are not on the same page, with many people. And I've also noted that there are couples that are also not on the same page in as far as the definition is concerned. So mukangorasana ikoko, it's like wakwira bhazi siri weekend.
Right.
And sana mboni ngatimbodzokera ikwa zvakatangira timbonyatsoonzwisa kuti chii chinonzi marriage, because I'm hoping that once we have one definition, once we agreed kuti chii chinonzi marriage, then I'm sure tinogona kugarisana zvakanaka, because vanhu vari kugara mumba weekend vane different definitions, different viewpoints, and then you expect that marriage kuti inyatsorarama zvakanaka handifunge. I think yesterday I posted something pamasocials angu ndakati maproblems ari kuwanika mamarriages, in most marriages ari kutangira pakuti there are two ghosts in a marriage.
Ghosts?
Two.
Okay.
One, he's saying kuti the other ghost, the gentleman is saying kuti I want to live like my father. Then the other ghost is saying I'm done suffering like my mother.
Right.
Problem.
Okay.
So this one is sticking to his father, his ways of doing things, and this one is saying, you know what, I'm done with the pain. I know what my mom went through, and I don't want that. And they stand up against that. And then there comes the problem. It's two people that have different definitions, and these definitions are formed or informed by how they were raised, how they grew up, what they grew up seeing. So vanozopedzisira vanichi ne different definition to what is marriage. So at the end of the day, we must find each other pama discussions edu kunzwanana, so that we are on the same page. Tiri kuita chinhu chimwe chete. I think that's what we are lacking, in most marriages. Just a disclaimer, Vikendi. When I'm talking about marriage, please note the kind of marriage that I will be, pushing is called the covenant marriage. Because there are different types of marriages out there. Yes. And I did promise that at some point we will talk about those variations. It's important. Because you signed up for which marriage? And it haungoti hanzi ndinoenda kubasa, toda kuziva kuti kuenda kucompany ipi. And the company imwe chete inenge ine different rules anenge ari koko. So inini what I speak on is the covenant marriage. Yeah, one wife, one husband. Zakasiana. So maybe sometime we'll actually try to do a comparison. But this is what I speak for, and this is
not what your covenant marriage.
Exactly. So the definition, when we talk of a covenant marriage, instead of us holding different definitions or unspoken definitions of marriage. Remember, ndikutaura kuti couples vari kurwa because umwe ane definition yake, and in most cases these definitions are unspoken, asi kumataura, but mupfungwa mako kuti inini ndizvo ndinofunga kuti marriage inofanira iri, umwe achifungawo zvimwe zvinhu. So that's where we have a problem there. Then we also have a problem in that people get a marriage certificate before even living together. And then munhu akutofunga kuti ndakutoziva chinhu chinonzi marriage, they feel like they've achieved. It's more like an achievement, but hausitomboziva kana subject yacho. But you're getting a certificate and you're confused kuti saka ndatova nyanzvi pazvinhu izvi, and then you stop learning about marriage. There are also people that lack clarity as to what marriage is and what it is not, because you also need to understand kuti chii chinonzi marriage and chii chaisiri. So we need to be very clear. That's why I thought weekend has to end up kokutanga, so that we are all on the same page. It is very important. Okay. Remember, the definition yako ye marriage, it's usually shaped what you observed when you're growing up, or some myths. Mamyths kati kuti zvinhu zvakakura zvichingotaurika zvatakakura zvichingotaurika kuti ndiyo marriage munonzi wai marriage munoitwa izvi hamuitwe izvi, and some of these things zvatakaudzwa kana zvatakaona angori mamyths. They are not real, or that's not how marriage is supposed to be lived. So I'm here to just identify some of those myths and also share some of the truths according to the biblical perspective of marriage. And it okay. So pama definitions edu weekend, there are some people that define marriage as just a contract. Vongo say pap because it's got a marriage certificate and it is, so therefore it's a contract. But I mean, it's far from being a contract, because in a contract you've got a start date, ne date ending, rekupera kwe contract yoyo. But in marriage you get a start date, of course, so wedding day rako, but you don't get a date rokunzi marriage ichapera zvadai. And it, so don't see it just like a contract because there's a piece of paper and it, but see it, see what's beyond that, what's beyond a contract. And it's not a transactional exchange as it were. So it's not a contract when we speak from maybe a covenant marriage perspective. Of course, legally we say it's a contract, but far from it, there's more that comes beyond the contract. Then there are some that say it's a partnership. Now, in a partnership, it's a 50-50. My marriage is 50-50. Okay, you want to marry me? Okay, let's agree. It's a 50-50 kind of an arrangement. So it then looks like a business arrangement, if you ask me.
Okay, yato transactional.
Yato transaction, yato business. Your part now also not do my part. So it's then moving towards a partnership more than it is a contract. And remember, in a covenant, sorry. And remember, in a partnership, weekend partnership in a business, I'm always looking for my return on investment.
Yes.
Kana ndaisa 50 gida pa table, ndoda kuona onchiwana chi profit. So imagine you enter into a marriage and you are looking at profit. Apane pakaipa. Ndo panozodzirwa munhu mumba kwavo kachinzanzi angadzokere mumba kwavo asogona kunditira zvakati nezvakati, because you are in there because you are actually profit minded, which should not be the case, because marriage is far from being just a partnership. I know we say this is my partner, things like that, but it's far from that. It's actually a covenant. And let me give you a definition that I work with weekend. Hopefully it will make sense to most of our listeners today. My definition is obviously based on the Bible. I define marriage as a God-instituted covenant or union between a man and a woman, according to what I've seen in the Bible. Remember, I'm basing this on what I see in what we call the pre-lapsarian period, the first 2 chapters of the Bible. Ndo patinoona kuti Mwari aida chii, ndo patinoona the perfect will ya Mwari. So it's a God-instituted, kura kuti yakatangwa na Mwari. Chinchonzi marriage is not men's idea. It's not your idea. It's God's idea. And so we need to go back to him. He's got the manual. Anoziva utofa kuirarama sei. So it is a covenant. And the word covenant is a big word. I think that's a story for another day, where we must unpack it weekend. Covenant.
Because I guess people then take it lightly sometimes because they don't even know the weight that it carries. It's God's idea, as you said. And he knew what he wanted with it and from it.
I know but I'm telling you, covenant is much deeper than that.
Coach Rambo.
But when you talk of a covenant now, we're talking of something that is actually deeper than kunyura kuya kwatichitaura kwakwa. So we need a sample.
When they face the day-to-day, struggles.
Exactly.
And then because apana covenant, pinda wachizoti covenant, they're following their feelings, Yeah.
So a covenant weekend, and don't you know to kwanza kugara munhu are a total stranger. But when you are marrying someone, you're actually marrying someone who's actually opposite you, and for you to stay or to stick to that person, you need some form of an agreement, which comes through, what we are calling a covenant. So, weekend a covenant, because it's a big topic on its own. At some point, we'll actually unpack it. I'm just looking at definitions for now. Another definition that I always, unpack, marriage, is that marriage is a school. ndobva tatongosiyira ipapo.
chikoro
Aiwa chikoro.
skuru
Hamusati madzidza kana musati maenda kumarriage. Remember there was a statement kuti anzi hauna kudzidza kana usina kuenda kwatsambe. You know, the moment you get married, you realize that you have actually enrolled into a school and you're going to learn. But if you get into marriage and you are big-headed, I'm telling you, marriage, you actually need to humble yourself and learn about two things.
ndosikachiona kuti munhu anokwanisa atova nemadhigiri acho nokuti aine chiye apasa zvimwe asagoifoirawo
But marriage
iskuru
unogona kuda nehu chaicho
yes
so the covenant, the school rather, it's meant or it's designed. That's why it's an institution, and marriage is an institution. So it's designed for you to actually learn about marriage itself.
hanzi wani chikoro chaunopiwa certificate usati wapasa
Eh,
ozotorerwa yeah.
Yeah, I think certificate inogona kuva iri maybe provisional driver's license sort of. Yeah, so you need to learn about marriage, how to stay married, how to communicate, how to manage conflict. Sadly weekend we are talking about this car and there's that family, that triple killing. I got to Bedford. My heart is bleeding, I tell you.
Same.
That's why we actually need to put our heads together. We need organizations that are pro-marriage. We need to sit down and roll out my programs on how to manage conflict. Because I'm telling you, I looked at the pictures weekend, this can happen to any family. And I was saying to my daughters, imagine, it's not right.
I saw pictures, they look like a normal family, one of the pictures, they were in a restaurant together as a family. I'm like, Kochi.
Yeah, I think the challenge here, people are not equipped in terms of conflict management, and they don't have an understanding with the marriage. There are ups and downs, there are seasons that come, and when you are going through that difficult season, unenda kupi, do you have accountability partners? Do you have information, kubatsira kuti mukwanise kuti maneuver through that season? Saka is something that we need to talk about on some day, but I would really love to work with organizations so that we can actually get the word out there. Kuti marriage, this is how we manage conflict, because it's actually serious. It's actually an emergency.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So you learn about marriage, in-laws, how to handle in-laws, intimacy issues, technology and your marriage. You learn about all that.
A lot of things come into play, auntie.
Yes. And you also learn about your person that you are married to. It is very important. Because people evolve, people change.
So it's not the same person that you married maybe 10 years ago, 5 years ago, a year ago, 2 years ago.
Of course, people go through many seasons. Your wife can go through my seasons. Like I wonder, right up to post-menopause. You can also go through your midlife crisis and you don't know how to handle that. And maybe your wife might not even know how to handle you. Saka, you actually have to be intentional about learning those changes that are happening to your person. Kutomudzidza kuti munhu wangu achinja pakati, love language yake yachinja pakati. It's a deliberate position that you take. Kuti I want to learn about my person. So without that, marriage I survive. And without seeing marriage as a school, I'm telling you struggle in marriage. So be deliberate about learning. Kuto attend a conference, kuto enda kuma retreats. Just read a book about marriage. I'm telling people, don't read about marriage anymore. Pa social media, but be intentional about learning, maybe on how to improve as a communicator, as a married person, things like that. Then another definition that I give, marriage is a mirror. Singawasikana mutombobuda mumba musina kuzvitasa pamira. Kutombonyatsoona kuti am I on point? Zvese zviri boere, bvudzi rangu chichi, things like that. One thing that I've noted about marriage is once you get married, wapinda marriage, it's like you are parading yourself before this big mirror. Wakuona tumwe tuntu wanga usingaone uri bachelor. Kutoona kuti inga ndine hasha naye. I lack patience. I lack long suffering. So that's what marriage does to you. It presents this big mirror. And you don't run away from the mirror. When the mirror says, Guti Shamari, bvudzi rako harisi bo, you don't stand there and shout at the mirror. Kuti iwo grazi runyepa, iwo chi. No. You actually address the issues. Saka marriage is going to review certain things. And it's actually going to amplify tumwe tunhu twanga wakaviga. you know, uchiri kutsvaga pa boss kana unatsvaga vanoviga twakawanda. But when you get married, I'm telling you, the real you will pop up just like that. Let me go quickly, Weekend, into the myths. And it there are some people that think a healthy marriage is conflict free. That's a myth.
That's a myth.
Chero
vanhu vanodanana straight vanotonetsana.
Mai we kunge vatevedzani chaicho vanongotonetsana zvakudaro. But what I believe is dangerous, guys. Actually, getting married, usingazive how to manage conflict, because you're going to get conflict. You're going to fight, but you need to learn how to fight fair.
So true. So true.
Fighting fair. To the words that you use, to tell how to de-escalate a situation instead of escalating it. Kutunopindura se umwako, unoita say so that you don't escalate the conflict. And it. So marriage is not a storm-free relationship. That's the reality on the ground. That's the real meaning of marriage. It's not storm-free. Conflict will always happen, but please make sure kuti you have the tools, the necessary tools. You know how to fight fair. Number 2 myth: a good marriage is a result of marrying the right person. Vasikana nevakomana kutsvaga the right person, vataiti vana Mr. and Miss Right kudhara vaiva. It's something, it's a futile project. Unogona kutoshaya munhu iyeye pamwe pacho hakutorina, because even the Bible itself says kuti no one is perfect. Romans 3 verse 23, for all have sinned. For all, even that guy that you have a crush on, he's not perfect. The Bible says that for all you have sinned and come short of the glory of God. Saka, it's important for you, kumbosendeka, the idea that you get 100% perfect person. You might not find that person. Then myth number 3, your spouse completes you. Yo, I'm now completed.
I'll be happy.
Do you know what? On the contrary, if you're not careful, they will actually finish you.
That's true.
Instead of completing you.
Yeah.
I've sat down with people that will tell me, you know what? When I got into this marriage, I lost myself in the marriage. Kutoshaya identity yangu 10 years down the line in marriage. And please don't get to that level where you lose yourself. Ukapinda marriage azvoti vision yako yakusendekwa kana kuti yakuraswa. Don't lose yourself. A story for another day. So marriage is about 2 people or 2 whole persons. Because there are people that actually believe kuti I need to find my better half. Better half. You don't get married uri half. That's why we say, even if you're going through a lot of things, heal first before you get married. Don't get married uri half. God is expecting a whole person. We say 1 + 1 is equal to 1 in marriage, not half plus half. Make sure you heal. Make sure you are complete first before you get married. Zvokuzoti pane munhu achazondicomplete izvo. Andiziya hangu. Andiziya. And it. Then another myth: children will help couple bond and become inseparable. And the children are the super glue of marriage. Ndakambonzwa zvitaurwa kumunzi. Hanzi mupe mwana, ukangompa mwana chete anobva agadzikana. You get pregnant for him. Marriage haisi super glue. Mwana rather. Haisi super glue yemarriage. Unogona kumitira vana 10 agokusiya. So zvokuramba uchiitira munhu vana uchiti hanzi super glue, haisi super glue. Itori derere. Derere haribatiri amai. Chinobata is super glue. Kwete derere. So children are not a tool that you use to resolve conflict in marriage. Ndikampavana achadzikama, hakuna zvakadaro. Then there's another myth: every problem must have a resolution.
Okay.
Pampachi mama problems are not resolution, Weekend.
Oh, okay.
You have to actually find a way of managing that conflict. That's why we say 69% of the problems that you face in marriage are unresolvable.
So you agree to disagree?
Yes. You compromise. I don't have time, Weekend. I've got maybe 6 or so myths. Maybe we'll continue this next week. But
really wanted to hear more, Pastor Simba, about our time. For those who want to get in touch with you and any other information you may
please
want to
come through to my WhatsApp on 0773 000 0773 000. You can also ask for a link that will direct you to my WhatsApp channel so that you don't miss out on some of the programs that we're having. Interesting programs. I'm taking couples to Sun City in Rustenburg for a couples retreat in August. And also this month in July, we are also having a comedy night for couples. Comedy night for couples. It's going to be interesting. So please come through.
Fantastic. Pastor Siba, thank you so much. We're also live on Facebook. You can go watch and share with someone. It is Star FM. I am V Candy. Remember, tomorrow belongs to God. Check your time with mine. 12 midday time for Now in Depth.